Going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So nothing really unchanged from FOMC new Fed chair speaking. So let's go over what happened in the market and what we're going to be looking out for. See you guys in a bit. All right. So, uh, you know, we bounced here after that larger sell-off. And then we just got some indecision on the weekly. As you can see, volume has been increasing, but of course, FOMC brings in a lot of volume. So nothing, no all-time highs made here by SPY. So let's see what this market brings us this upcoming week. On the daily chart, this yellow line is your 20-day moving average, and this purple line here is your 5-day. They're right at a point of safety here, right? So we came back. If you look at this point of control, that's where we bounced. The next day gapped up and just have an inside day. So indecision, I mean, our upper Bollinger Band, not factoring in too much upside here. It's not pointed up. And our lower Bollinger Band is still kind of just trending up, not factoring in much downside. So something to pay a lot of attention to. Also, RSI, here we were able to get above that 50, and now we're starting to curve up. So let's see what we do next week. But last week, pretty indecisive. Um, but at least they bought on the last day. So this puts us in an interesting spot. Do we claim these moving averages for another leg higher, or do we fail here and then start coming right back down? So let's go on over to the hourly chart. Thursday, since it was a shortened week last week, was pretty balanced, just range bound trading between 744, 748.50. Really went nowhere. A lot of trading around that 20 and 5-day moving average. Could not claim above it. Found support at that 745, but we're never able to find support on the moving averages. Pull up the VWAP. It was, that's the session volume. Let's do VWAP here. We're trading right at VWAP as well. So this is the point of fair value, market acceptance, went nowhere. So what we're looking at next week is this overhead supply zone. So 750, 748.50. I'm going to be watching if the bulls aren't able to break above this supply zone and reclaim to test the highs that we made back here, then this may be where the sellers are able to step in, maybe grab the liquidity set at these moving averages for another leg lower. So that's very important. Now, the bulls still have a case here as this is good liquidity. Now, if we come down and this 742 area is holding, do we get something like this where we get that inverse head and shoulder pattern where they kind of trap the shorts here thinking they're going to sell and then they move up? So let's start looking for weakness if we're down here. But again, if there's no strength in buying up in this zone, then we could also be looking at a head and then this left shoulder liquidity for another leg lower. So I think important levels are 750, 745 for sure. And then on the lower end, do we defend this 738, 740 area where, where we were able to kind of look below 740 on FOMC day and still close inside and then trade higher. If we're looking at value based on session volume, I mean, FOMC value still remains up here above 750. We did move value lower, but interestingly, with all the selling, we never had value in this lower range. So does the market want to chase FOMC value up here? That's why 750 remains a very, very important level to watch out for this upcoming week. So that's important. On the 1 minute, I mean, if you're, looking under the hood, kind of, again, 744, 745 held pretty well, but other than that, was really not that great of a trading day on Thursday. Definitely some trades to be taken, but your money's just better sitting on the sideline on this day, in my opinion. A lot of choppiness, easy to get chopped out. So again, we want to trade less and execute better. This week, remember, we got PC coming up on Thursday. No other big news, it seems, except for Wednesday after the close. Micron is releasing earnings, so everybody's going to be looking out for that. So just be careful this week, guys. Remember, let's be patient. Let's wait for the market to present setups to us so that we can take the best trades. So trade less, execute better, and I'll see you guys in the next one.